Closing the Guantanamo Bay prison and releasing prisoners, one of the most controversial decisions made in the Obama administration. Today, the Pentagon is releasing 15 more detainees, the biggest release yet under President Obama. So prisoners are being transferred to the UAE, the number in custody down to 61 from 242 7 years ago. A recent report shows a dozen former detainees may have already returned to militant groups. With me now, Lieutenant General Thomas McInerney, who says this decision is putting American lives at stake. General, welcome as always. These efforts to transfer this type of prisoner has actually been blocked by Congress. And as a result, these releases have to be coordinated with another country. What does that mean logistically and for our safety?
Well, Deirdre, we are putting known radical Islamists back in the battlefield that are endangering our future women and children because 30% of them have gotten back into the fight. Of these 15, for instance, 5 of them will get back into the fight and potentially killing our sons and daughters. Now, this is aiding and abetting the enemy. I have a huge problem with it. It is not the right thing to do, and I do not know why this president and this administration continues to want to do that. That's a very serious charge, aiding and abetting the enemy, and it makes no sense.
Well, it was Amnesty International that put out a release saying that it was against human rights. But, General, when you see these incidences, whether it's Orlando or San Bernardino or Nice, France, you wonder about those citizens' rights when they did absolutely nothing to provoke any attack whatsoever. But on that note, Donald Trump made a speech, as we know, about national security. Here was his plan for Guantanamo Bay.
We will also keep open Guantanamo Bay and place a renewed emphasis on human intelligence.
So I take it that you believe Guantanamo Bay should remain open.
Absolutely. It is clearly a symbol that we mean business. When we are doing what President Obama is doing now, it means we are not serious, we don't mean business. Radical Islamists, continue what you're doing, raping women, beheading people, burning people alive. Just continue it. We are, by closing it and trying to close it based on political knowledge that he had before he became president, and at the end of his term, trying to fulfill a political promise, means he never understood all along the fight against radical Islam. And Trump gets it.
General, quickly before I let you go, there are 61 detainees still there. Are they too dangerous to be sent overseas? What happens to them?
Well, I would keep Guantanamo open, and they should be kept there, like these 15 should have been kept there. And the American people and the Congress ought to demand it, Deirdre. I do not know why the Congress has not taken more aggressive action against it. This is a violation of the Constitution.
Lieutenant General Thomas McInerney, insightful and clear as always. Thank you, sir.